Now, there are many kinds of givings and offerings that come under this law. Let's run. Number one is offering in the house of God. What you call offering. The seeds that you sow when you go to the house of God. What you call offering. That's one way to practice the law of seed time and harvest. Deuteronomy 16:16. Please, let's rush. So we have to pray. Our time is gone.
Hello guys, welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today we're asking the question, is African prosperity gospel good in bringing Africans to God, or they're just good in generating money for their own pockets? I think the last sentence there is the truth. They are good in generating money for themselves, not bringing people to God. This prosperity gospel in Africa, they make our people to be delusional, daydreamers. They turn a lot of generation of Africa into daydreaming. You see that some parts of Africa, there's no industries, there's no companies to to generate jobs, and somebody is telling people to come to pray for them so that they will get jobs. How are they going to get jobs? And as he's praying for you, he's looking for a donation. Somebody that doesn't have jobs, and you still want to collect donation from that person, just to help you get richer. And even when this gospel prosperity gospels in Africa succeeded in making money, they don't use it to build. They don't use it to build companies. They use it to build either they build their churches or they build schools. And when they build schools, even their church members, their congregation cannot afford to go there. They cannot afford to study in those schools. Those people that give you their money cannot afford to be in your school. And you say you are doing something in the name of God, or in the name of Christian God, And, and there was a psychological effect, because this psychological effect is that somebody is looking for solution where there is no solution, is not coming from there. I'm not saying that it's not good to pray and ask God for help, or breakthrough, but you shouldn't depend on somebody to give you that breakthrough. You know what I mean? You should work out your own prayer pattern and pray to God, not to go for this man that doesn't even have time to pray, because he has a lot of stuff, money, he's gonna think about, because they want to get rich as soon as possible, and that's what they do. And if somebody's getting rich, his interest is in money, and he don't have time to pray. Even though he comes, some of them will come to and do show, like, this is just a show. It's not prayer. I start to shout, and somebody is watching it on online, and somebody shouting like a pagan, and you think after shouting that he's praying for you, your sickness, you're gonna get healed, or you're gonna get money. You know what I mean? You're gonna prosper, worldly prosper. But those people praying for you and they claim to be Christian, the question you should ask them, they're praying for you to get money. The question you should ask them is that who is the founder of Christianity? It's Jesus. And Jesus was not a rich man. He said that Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head, and you are looking for this blessing for somebody that said this. Not that he can't give you blessings. He will give you blessings, but not through this prosperity gospel. He's gonna give you blessings just because they say it. Because that these people, they have programmed you. It's programming. That's what they do. They think they want you to see them as they have like direct communication to God. Once they say some word that tickles your ears, you think God will hear them. And when God hears them, their prayer will be answered. But it's not true. They are good in generating money or lining money for their own pocket, for their family, and their friends, peace.